All right, we have got auth words. It's good enough. They're not recorded. As soon as these players are ready, this is a round 2 match, not round 1. Round 2. Gerald Freeman versus Pixelandy. Round 2, the winner goes to the semifinals. They're already in the money. We reached our money goal for this one, so they are in the money already, having gotten to round 2. So let's see if they can go for more. Classic Tetris Monthly Masters Event Round 2 match between Gerald Freeman and Pixelandy. Let's go. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Cheese weighing in with some with a hot take here. Cheese says, Vandy, when is CTM going to use 19 starts and 230 line caps? As a viewer, I am furious by the current state of competition! Exclamation points. Well, there you go. Please direct all your comments toward twitch.tv/cheese_e. There you go. Of course, Cheese is joking here. I mean, please, these Chasedowns are not boring. You're not sitting there yawning. It is exciting to see if they have the skill to, do these Chasedowns. I mean, I'm still excited by them. So I don't know what people are talking about. They're like, every match is just going to be a marathon kill screen. It's like, no, it's not. Kingsman says, Van, if you were a bartender at the CTM bar, what drink would you recommend? The D-Cider, of course. And it is true. My favorite alcoholic drink is like, cider. So. All right, 148 Pixelandy. I think I missed a line spin, but oh well. 166 for Gerald Freeman. There's a Tetris for Gerald 213. Andy getting up a little high on the board. See if I can move. See a little bit more of Andy's hand here. Andy into the lead, 239. You can see you, Gerald, of course, with the foot grip and the rolling. Andy with the glove and the tapping. And is ready at a moment's notice to switch grips over to a rolling grip. Gerald getting up very high, that left side. Totally cut off. Long bar here, super helpful. Oh, and he gets that J over to the left. And another long bar. So Gerald is going to survive. So maybe some kind of bridge burn here. And yeah, Gerald, wow. Just surviving. But a little bit of a mess to clean up. 281 Gerald. We'll see if he can make some Tetrises on the way down. Or if he's just going to take it down bit by bit. Appears to be the latter. 358 Andy, getting up a little bit high himself. And Tetris. .410 Andy through 87. 293 for Gerald through 93. Andy looking for that L piece to tuck in here. He's going to get a square, though, to bring this down. So now needs the J piece to do it, and has the J. No good place for the square, so that's going to cost a couple burns. And Andy, there you go. Long bar, Tetris, 437 Andy, 341 Gerald Freeman. Gerald with the clean board now, but kind of a gap over on the left, so just looking for something to fill all that out. Gets it, and gets a long bar, bang, Tetris, 364 for Gerald, 463 for Pixel Andy. Now, Gerald's got the clean stack, and Andy does not, but Andy's actually set up for a dirty column 10. Has to take it down with a triple, though, before it got out of hand. And Andy's just going to bring this all the way back down. Those vertical long bars in the center, kind of best way to do that. And sometimes you don't see that a lot, but sometimes it's the best move. Seems like usually you see a long bar and it's either all the way left, all the way right, or just kind of flat somewhere in the middle, or filling in some dependency. But sometimes it's just best to put it flat up against, some other wall that's in the middle of your stack. Gerald into transition. He's at 466. Andy, one Tetris away from transition, but he's just going to triple his way into there, get a good safe board. Tetris in. 574 for Andy on 19. There's another one, 598. And Tetris Gerald, 496. 624 Andy. There's a long bar for the left. Still love a T. Gets it. Andy trying to keep this board low so it just doesn't get out of hand. You've got a lead, you can take a few burns here and there. Andy a little bit dire and dependent. And that T is, not great. And Andy going to top out 630, so a little mini chase down here for Gerald. Needs to get to 630 and change. 630 plus a little more will do it. And that is under 2 Tetrises for Gerald. Kind of spiraled very quickly for Andy. Sad Unicorn 420, thanks for the sub. 1 month? Well, thank you for the first time subscription. Gerald up kind of high here. It's certainly Chasedown not guaranteed. Up high here on 29. We're so used to rollers being able to just do whatever they want, but all right, good. Gonna get it. Well, not good, but it's happening. At least good for him anyway. Don't root for either one, but certainly good for him. And 630 and a little bit of change, and that is going to do it. 642 for Gerald. So Gerald, you are good here on level 25. The heart goes in your column. And I am ready for game 2. All right, we've got 2 players who are hovering 3. That means that they are ready. Let's go. Game 2, 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Oh yeah, look at that bread pillow in the background. Why do you have a bread pillow? All right, we got poor Europeans just staying up late watching Tetris. It's 8:34 here Central, so it means it's what, like 2 a.m. in Greenwich, right? Is that what it is? UTC 6? I don't know. Whatever it is, it's late/early. 6:30 where Lori is. Oh, so you're on the west coast of the U.S., right? Gerald Freeman with that placement there. We'll have to engage some tucks. Left well, bang, Tetris for Gerald. On the left well, 95,000. 92 for Andy. T-Tuck. And set up Andy. Bang Tetris. You got players from all over the world. British Columbia. Germany. Czechia. That's right, the Republic of Texas. $164 for Gerald. Bang Tetris for Pixel Andy. There it is. Almost simul Tetris. Andy in the lead by just about 2 Tetrises, now down to 1. And we've got this match, which will determine the semifinalists from the red bracket here at Masters, and then our whole scheduling team, by which I mean Pumpy. We'll go back and try to figure out when the semis and finals will take place. We don't have a lot of time left in the month, but we could even go over the month a little bit if we had to. Would prefer not to. Like a clean dividing line between months, but sometimes it doesn't work out that way. 283 for Andy, up a little bit high. Gerald going to get that J piece over to the left. A couple of burns here to uncover the right side well. And just in time, bang long bar. So stay tuned to the Discord for an announcement when that will be. Andy with the T-spin and the long bar right after. Andy up by about a Tetris and a half, piling on an extra Tetris. Gerald's going to get one back. There's a Tetris Andy 428. So it's pretty close. Gerald back by just about exactly 1 Tetris now. Well, as soon as he gets his Tetris, he will be. And he got one. There we go. But Andy with a little bit of burning to do. A little bit of cleanup. Yeah, stay tuned after this one. We do have, I mean, this will be fun. This will be the Community Tournament Tier 2 Finals. They couldn't do it this weekend, and this was the time slot they could do, and I'm already streaming, so why not? So a little bit of bonus content, a little bit down the qualifying chain. Andy switching to rolling here as he preps for level 19. So yeah, please stick around and cheer on some of our community members as they play in an exciting final. Who knows? You might see some level 15 action, right? Respect 15, everyone. Pixel Andy 552. Gerald's going to Tetris 535. Pixel Andy looking for one last one, and there it is. Into transition at 577. Gerald 557. Andy into 20. Gerald on a little bit burning mode. Andy super clean. Andy gonna have to take a few burns on the way down. Tetris. Gerald's still kind of in a medium dig. There we go. Andy 714, Gerald 581. Andy looking to stay in front and tie this match up. And Gerald looking for something to resolve that thing in column 2, that tuck, and he's going to get the tuck. He set up, bang, Tetris, 615 into 22 for Gerald. Good flat stack for Andy, bang, Tetris, 752. Andy is ahead by 6 to 10 lines at a time. There's another one, Andy 812 on 24. Pretty good. All right, Gerald's going to uncover temporarily here. Man, we got a little bit of frames there, guys. Sorry about that. So we now have 2 rollers here on 19. Oh, that T placement for Gerald, so tricky. Got to build around it. I don't think this is survivable. Gerald going to top out 635. Andy will tie it up. So GG's Gerald and Andy. Oh, look at these wonderful players just crisply topping out as soon as they know they're good. Love it. Love to see it. All right, we got a ready from Andy in chat and a ready from Gerald Freeman on the screen. Let's go. It was once a best of 5, now a best of 3, 2, 1 Tetris. I have not done that one time in my entire thing where I've combined the what was once a best of 5 is now a best of 3 and the 3, 2, 1 countdown. I have never done that. It always occurs to me to do it, and I'm like, that's stupid. I'm not doing that. And so I'm like, you know what? I'm going to do it right now. And yeah, I was right. It's stupid. All right, Andy with the 13 pushdown points. All right, 91,000 for Pixel Andy. 70,000 Gerald Freeman. He's got a little bit of a gap there with 5 rows above it. So let us see how quickly he can get out of that. No good place for the S. That's going to delay things a little bit. Unless he... well, I don't know what he can do. Except burn it down. Andy, though, continuing 138 through 26. Gerald temporarily clean, but that was a long bar hole. Kind of, there we go, in the middle of his stack. And just trying to uncover the right side again. Oh, kind of Galumba stacking there, that spire in the middle of the board. Of course, Gerald Freeman was not around when Galumba was playing, but OGs know what that means and what it leads to. This is such a tricky board for Gerald. Not impossible, but that is so tricky. And just a free-floating long bar in the middle of the stack. It's crazy. And Gerald here does not... is this survivable? Oh, my... not survivable by Gerald. And Pixel Andy is going to take game 3. A huge game 3. Maybe not in how it came about, but just in how it affects the outcome of the match. So much better to be ahead 2-1 than down 1-2. It's one game, but so pivotal. All right, it is game 4 now at CTM Masters event March 2022. A red bracket round 2 match between Gerald and Pixelandy. Let's go. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Pixelandy one win away from going to the semifinals. All right, well, it's been a very good night. Action's been good. The chat has been well behaved. And Gerald, though, up high again. But able to open this up, get a long bar down the right side, and take some pressure off the whole thing. And another one, Gerald Freeman. So back to safety is Gerald. Andy motoring along, 98,000 here through 22. And another Tetris. All right, 106 Gerald, 121 Pixelandy. All right, Andy looking for, well, square will do there. And now the J would be great, or we'll take that S spin. Tetris for Andy, 170. Gerald open. He's at 131. Bang Tetris for Gerald. Pardon the microphone here. There we go. All right, Andy getting set up again. Takes a few burns to do it. And bang, Tetris, 217. Andy in the rocking chair. You know, rocking chair, very underrated chair. I feel like there are overrated chairs and underrated chairs. So maybe, I don't know. What are chat, what do you think? What are some underrated chairs and overrated chairs? Or just furniture in general? I think ottomans, very underrated. Waterbeds, very overrated. Gaming chairs, overrated. True. Yep. 310 for Pixelandy, 272 Gerald Freeman. Oh, that's a hot take. Armoire is underrated. All right, Tetris Randy, 356. 318 for Gerald. Gerald Tetris going to get a J for the J hole over there. And flat, clean stacks for each. Andy ahead by almost 40,000. Brian Mendez says IKEA chairs are rated correctly. I think that's probably true. Maybe slightly overrated. I don't know. People get very excited about IKEA, and they got a lot of cool stuff there, but furniture is a little, you know, it's temporary furniture, you know? It's like my first apartment kind of furniture. And it's not always super comfortable. 417 for Gerald, 456 Andy. Oh, Andy's board, very, very scary right now. This could turn into something. No good place for a square. Well, maybe the left side now. All right, looks like maybe crisis averted for Pixel Andy. That was very scary. And finally, long bar for the Tetris, more importantly, to bring that stack down. 514 Andy, and he is on the switch to rolling. Gerald with a deep O chamber there. And a couple of long bars to fill all that in real quick. All right, Gerald stacked high. Lots of Minos on the board. Very dense, but all right, there it is. Tetris. Andy into 19 at 562. And Gerald at 547. All right, there's one. Andy 613 here on 20. Gerald here on 20 as well. Back by about a Tetris. So Gerald into the lead now, 648. Andy wants to get ahead and wrap this up right now. But Gerald said, you know, hey, I'm new. I got something to prove. Who's this guy? Andy, never heard of him, whatever. Runner up to what? Champion of what? I want to win. Very dicey from Andy, but looks like he will survive this. And Tetris for Andy, 688, and another one, 717. So back by less than a Tetris now. A couple fewer Minos on the board, though. Andy's going to take that long bar to fix the stack rather than take the Tetris. I mean, Andy just sick up here, and bang, Tetris. There's a long bar for the left. And another Tetris. Andy just trying to roar back into the lead. And Gerald with a little bit of burning, so a quick long bar for Andy would put him back in the lead. That long bar is not coming, though, and Freeman is now, Gerald Freeman now set up. And yeah, Andy on the drought. And hope for that long bar now. And still on the drought, Andy. There's the long bar finally for the Tetris. 825 into the lead, Andy, but ahead by 5 lines. It's pretty neck and neck now. Another one for Andy. Gerald now on the burn. And Andy scoring 891, a definitive lead now for Andy. Another Tetris. Gerald is now free and scoring, and bang, Tetris 890 for Gerald, 925 Andy. And there we go, another one, Andy, 994. Andy trying to put the nail in this one now. There's a Tetris. Andy's got the million. And there's Gerald, 993. Separated by 1 line and about 40,000 points. Andy getting up a little high. And opts not to take the burn. There is the Tetris for Andy into 29 and a triple. So now just going to work on making a workable stack here. A85 for Andy, A68. Gerald is into 29. Andy just needs to stay alive and stay ahead of him. Gerald's board breaking down so hard to get something over the left, and he's not going to do it. Andy is going to outlast the upstart here, Gerald Freeman, and Andy is good and will make his way into the semifinals, and he's working on his 1.1 here. He's into level 31, into 32. We'll let him take a victory lap since this thing is over. We got one more match coming up, but whatever. We'll watch Andy do this for a bit. See if he can dig out of this whole deal. But Andy really found focus. Oh, there's a dirty Tetris. No problem. 1.2. Pixel Andy. And really found focus. And you could see was really in the zone. Let's go ahead and get this guy his bracket winner. There he is. Oh, that's me. Hey, how'd I get on there? I'm the winner. No. Bracket winner, Andy. I don't know how that happened. Glad I wasn't naked. Oh my god. I don't know how that happens. So Andy's going to be your bracket winner. He will get into the semifinals. That's right, Keith Dinian bracket winner. He will get into the semifinals, and there he is. Regard him. We can see his neck. There you go. Bring your face down. There it is. Smiling, looking at you. It's all very excited. Now he's gone. All right, so that is it. Bracket winner Andy. Let's take a look at our bracket for Masters. It is set up and ready. Look at that. So that is it. We are going to Pixel Vandrew as one. So that is going to be the semifinal. Really, I mean, look at this. Alex T versus Pixel Andy in the red-green semifinal. And then Dog playing Tetris. And I don't know how many people picked this, but Dylan answered a question coming out of the bracket, sweeping Tristop and taking Cheese 3-1. So it's going to be Dylan against Dog playing Tetris. Hey everybody, this is your old pal Vandweller, host of Classic Tetris Monthly, and I'm asking you to do me a favor. If you like this video, hit thumbs up. If you want to see more videos like it, please subscribe and bang that notification bell. And follow us on Twitch at twitch.tv/monthlytetris. Thank you, and have a nice day.